everybody. This is Scott Manning coming to you live from Scott Manning YouTube Sports Talk. I want to take a few minutes and talk about something here tonight. And it pertains to Michigan football coach Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh, in my opinion, is really on the hot seat. Now, I grant you, Harbaugh has a 56-23 record at Michigan, but it's not good enough, in the opinions of everybody in Ann Arbor. Here's why. Harbaugh is now 2-13 versus the top 10. He's 54-10 against everybody else. He's 3-9 against Michigan State and Ohio State. That includes 0-6 against the Buckeyes. How does he still have a job? In those 3 wins against Michigan State, those were gimme games. That's the bottom line on that. He's 2-9 versus ranked opponents. Not good. And that includes 0-6 versus the AP top 10. And like I said, he is 0-5 against Ohio State. How does this man still have a job at the University of Michigan? I don't know. Everybody, after the Michigan State game, they were calling for Jim Harbaugh to be fired. After the performance that the Wolverines gave in the second half against the Spartans in a huge game situation, Harbaugh and the defense blew it. They were up 30-14 at one point, a chance to win it. What happens? The defense went sour. And Michigan State came back and won that game. Everybody in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and all the Michigan fans are calling the university and saying, why does this man have a job? Why is he still coaching at the University of Michigan? I'll tell you right now, down here at Ohio State, we don't tolerate losing to our rivals. John Cooper is an excellent example. He was 2-10-1 against the Maize and Blue. He got fired at the end of the 2000 season. At Ohio State, we don't tolerate losing to our rivals. That's all there is to it. Harbaugh has yet to beat Ohio State as a head coach. He is 0-5. He's 0-6 versus the Scarlet and Gray. Harbaugh last year, after going 2-4 in a shortened season due to COVID, he took a huge pay cut. I mean, there are people in Ann Arbor calling for his job, for crying out loud. Everybody here in Columbus and all the Ohio State fans are like, no, Michigan, don't fire him because we love beating him. We love humiliating him. Is it time for Harbaugh to be fired? Do you think Harbaugh should be fired? Yes or no? It depends on who you ask. But I will say this, in all fair warning. If Ohio State beats Michigan in the big house in Ann Arbor, you better believe at the end of the season, Jim Harbaugh will be out. You can almost mark my words on this. Jim Harbaugh will be out as coach of the Michigan football team. This was a football program, which I admit, prided itself on playing Ohio State very hard all the way to the end. But here's the deal. Jim Harbaugh, he can't get the job done against his rivals, Michigan State and Ohio State. Sometimes he can't even beat Notre Dame to save himself. And his record in bowl games, let's just say it ain't nothing to brag about. You know something? Let's go back 3 years ago at the Horseshoe in Columbus, 2018, Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan was on the door of the Big Ten championship game and a possible college football playoff berth. They were ranked 4th in the country. Ohio State was ranked 10th. And I said to everybody, either Ohio State's going to win a close one, or we're going to get our doors blown off in our own building. Lo and behold, we put 62 on the board against the Maize and Blue, against the best defense that year. Let me say this. Harbaugh could beat teams like Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State any day of the week. He's 3-9 against Ohio State and Michigan State, and that includes the 0-6 against Ohio State Buckeyes. He's 54-10 against everybody else. He's 2-13 versus the top 10, but he's 54-10 against everyone else. 3-9 versus Ohio State and Michigan State, but yet he's 35-8 versus the rest of the Big Ten. I'll say it one more time. If Ohio State beats Michigan in the Big House, you better believe Jim Harbaugh will be out at the end of the season as coach of the Michigan football team. He won't see 2022. And after the performance that Michigan gave last Saturday against Michigan State, when they were up 30-14 and the defense blew it, nobody in Ann Arbor is going to be as forgiving when you lose a huge game like that. A 6 versus 8 matchup, both teams undefeated, and you lose it. And I'm not going to take anything away against Michigan State. Michigan State played their hearts out. The crowd kept them in the game. Coach Mel Tucker, they got the job done. Kenneth Williams III ran right past Michigan's defense all game. And that's another thing. Jim Harbaugh will be out as the Michigan football coach if they lose to Ohio State. You can go to the bank with that, and you can almost mark my words on this night. Okay, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I want to thank you guys for taking this few moments with me here tonight. I just wanted to get this off my mind. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I know I'm an Ohio State fan. I love humiliating Jim Harbaugh, but you got to be realistic here. And that's all I'm going to say on this night. And by the way, before I go, I will have a Game 6 World Series wrap up right here on this YouTube page tomorrow night after Game 6. So stay tuned for that tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much for being with me here on this night. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being with me. And God bless. Good night, everybody, and I thank you.